Hi guys, we are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We got a lot to discuss, but first we gotta talk about Off the Cheat stalking Cardi B, okay? He is in New Orleans chasing after Cardi B, who was already in New Orleans for her, I believe it's her whip shots. And then she was supposed to meet up with Stefan Bottom Diggs, who also recently flew out to New Orleans. So with that being said, a lot of fans are calling him out for stalking Cardi B, even though he has an alleged new girlfriend. But not only is he stalking Cardi B, he's also leaving nasty comments under her pictures. He said that her pictures were trash on X, okay? She has been partying it up in New Orleans, twerking, probably getting her back blown, and I guess he's upset about that. But here's my thing. I see a lot of fans saying, oh, you know, Off the Cheat is crashing out on Cardi B. She must got that good coochie. I don't really see it that way, because if her coochie's so great, how come she can't keep a man? Okay, let's be very clear. You know, she got cheated on by Tommy. DJ Self would never claim her. And then she was messing with that other dude. I think it was Swiss On Demand. He wasn't leaving his girlfriend for her. Off the Cheat had a baby on her and forced that girl to get rid of the baby. And if her coochie's so great, how come she can't keep a man? It's more of the fact that he doesn't want to see anybody else with Cardi B. He doesn't really want Cardi B, but he don't want to see nobody else with Cardi. That's what it is. I don't really believe that Off the Cheat is so in love with Cardi B and he's crashing out. It's about control. And a lot of men move that way. Now, Bia previewed some music on social media, or was it Doodle Garbage? One of them previewed some music, and some fans feel like she's taking some shots at Ice Spice or Cardi B.
NBA, block them out of the phone. I'm breaking hearts and I put them in cones. Swiping, no swiping. These bitches be stealing my tones. Skip from the bottom, I brought my twin with me just like feeling Lil. These hoes watch me on replay, just like it's a real.
Okay, so she said B-words were copying her tone. Then she said people were copying her, watching her on replay like it's real. The videos that you can post on Instagram. Okay. Now, I do remember something going on between her and Ice Spice, you know, because people were saying how they sound similar. And, you know, a lot of people were saying that Ice Spice was, in fact, copying Bia. But also people feel like maybe Cardi B is inspired by Bia, because remember, Bia, she sampled Missy Elliott on I'm That Bitch. And then, no shade, Cardi B sampled Missy, the same song, for, I think it was the Like Trash freestyle, okay, that she dropped last year. So it could be either one of these hoes. But they all really copy Nicki Minaj, so it really don't matter. But with that being said, I like Bia. The snippet sounds fire, so I'll give Bia her 10s for the snippet. But I feel like Bia gotta do something different. Like, she gotta really innovate or evolve or do something, because I feel like she puts out music and nobody cares, okay? And she almost gonna be 40. So I think she really gotta step it up in 2025. Your last hit was A Whole Lot of Money. Like, we gotta be honest. I like Bia, but we gotta really talk about her not really stepping up to the plate and getting that mainstream success. Now, this is a shocking take. Rihanna is openly getting dragged on social media for going to court with her baby daddy, A$AP the colorist. People are saying that she looks ridiculous, saying that she looks a mess, that she shouldn't be doing this because she's a billionaire. People are also saying that she aged like 15 years since being spotted at court with A$AP Rocky, and that she let herself go. Okay, I actually think she started letting herself go a little bit when she got with Hassan. I don't blame that on ASAP. But with that being said, Rihanna liked that hood love, okay? She liked that hood, ghetto love. I mean, that's why she was with Chris Breezy, the colorist, and even after he beat her up, she went back, okay? She wasn't really into Champagne Thickums like that. She liked that hood love, okay? So let her like that hood love. They the new Whitney and Bobby. Now, in my opinion, is this a good look for Riri? No. But I don't think it's going to really harm her business. I think people are still going to support Rihanna no matter what until the industry take her out. But I don't really think that this is going to affect her business, and she knows that. That's why she's openly supporting ASAP. It's not like he has charges for R-ing somebody or murdering somebody. He just shot somebody or shot at somebody and missed, okay? That's all this really is. So I feel like people, are doing too much with the Riri thing because she like that hood love. There's a lot of black women that do, unfortunately, in the entertainment industry. And of course, she couldn't land a billionaire like Queen Bee, but ASAP the colorist, that'll do. I do feel like she did settle, but let her settle because at the end of the day, she's a billionaire. She can settle because it's not like she lacking financially, okay? So, she settled, but at the end of the day, she gonna stick beside him. Now, Scratch Off's Brokey has officially reached number 1 at the U.S. Urban Radio. It's her third number 1 hit. Well, actually, no, it's not a hit because Brokey's not even on the chart. So she can get all the payola that she wants. She's still not charting. So I don't even understand why they even bother giving her payola. Because it's not like it benefits her. They need to only give payola to Doja Cat and SZA on, RCA the colorist. Everybody else that gets payola, it doesn't make any sense. Doja Cat sells not as much as like a Nicki Minaj, but she sells, so the payola is believable. Like when she goes number 1, nobody is really accusing her of payola like that, except for like the fans that don't really like her, because she makes hits. Scratch Off don't make hits back to back. So this is pointless. They're wasting their money. How you give her all this radio play, she number 1 on the radio charts, but the song is not even on the Hot 100. That doesn't even make any sense. Donkey of the day to RCA the colorist. That payola needs to go to Doja Cat. They could be pushing Normani. See how fake they are? Now, unfortunately, I gotta give Big Billy's mom Donkey of the day. It has been reported that Big Billy's mom has been liking shady comments about Queen Bee on Instagram because Big Billy lost Album of the Year. Mind you, Billy won Album of the Year before. I think it was for her debut album when she was 18. So I don't understand why her mom is acting like Billy never won nothing. She got 2 Oscars. I mean, come on now. Let's stop. She got 9 Grammys and 2 Oscars. Let's be for real. And I like Big Billy, but she don't have vocals. She whispers. That's very clear. She makes bops. Like, I listen to Billy probably every single day. So I'm not shading her musically, but vocally, she's not that girl. Queen Bee should have been won it. So I don't understand why people are upset that they gave it to her now when she should have been won it for several other albums. For the Beyonce album, she should have won Album of the Year. Let's be very clear. For Lemonade, she should have won Album of the Year. Okay? Even for Renaissance, I feel like she should have probably won Album of the Year. I like Carrie, but The Basement wasn't that great of an album compared to Renaissance. So at the end of the day, she should have won it for other albums, and they didn't give it to her because it wasn't white enough. Okay? That's what it was. Now, she liked a tweet that said, Billy was the true Album of the Year. Billy and Phineas couldn't have created a better album. Literally saved my life along with millions and more. Just wanted to let you know your daughter was robbed last night. What? Oh, hell no. She was not robbed. Okay, and here's the thing. I feel like, I don't know how old Big Billy's mom is, but I'm sure she's old. Okay? If that was Tina, y'all would be dragging her. So, donkey of the day to Billie Eilish's mom. Now, who the hell told SZA to drop music? Okay. I understand that she performed at the Super Bowl, but girl, you need to sit the F down, because there is only one song out of these 4 that really was a bop to me, and that was Take You Down. Everything else should have been kept in the stash. I feel like SZA, unless you're releasing new music, you can keep the music that have been in the stash to yourself. Because some of these songs sound dated. And I get it, you just want to release everything. But my whole thing is, I really do hate when artists release old music or dated music. It's become a thing. Champagne Thickums is doing it. He did it with 100 Gigabytes of Trash. SZA's doing it. Botch and Bitter, definitely doing it. I don't like it because it comes off lazy to me. So, SZA, unfortunately, this was a chop. Okay? I only liked one song, which was, I think, Take You Down. Everything else was mid to me. Now, moving on to Kung Fu Kenny's halftime performance, okay, in New Orleans. A lot of people are having mixed reactions about the performance. I personally think Kung Fu Kenny did a really good job. But I'm being honest with you, I wasn't gagging about everything in the performance, but the only person that really could gag me is Queen Bee. And even some of y'all was dragging Queen Bee when she performed. So y'all just go and drag anybody that has greatness behind them, because I remember y'all saying, oh, I wasn't really impressed with Queen Bee. And I thought Queen Bee's performance was better than Kung Fu Kenny's, but she's a singer, not a rapper. Okay, so I wouldn't hold her and Kung Fu Kenny at the same pedestal. But with that being said, I loved SZA's vocals. Some people were saying she was lip singing, but I felt like I was actually shocked how good her vocals were. Okay, I like the different symbolisms that he did throughout the performance. He brought out Samuel Jackson. I mean, like, who's bringing out Samuel Jackson to the halftime show? Like, that was impressive. And then Samuel Jackson was Uncle Sam. Okay? Y'all need to Google what Uncle Sam is. Then he had the American flag and the division that the United States is in right now. Okay? And then he had Serena Williams crip walking at the Super Bowl, which was definitely shade at Champagne Thickums. He took a lot of shade at Champagne Thickums. He also had the small A chain, which symbolizes a minor. And Trump was in the audience. So I know he was very uncomfortable with Kung Fu Kenny's performance because it was very black. To me, it actually felt more like a play. I felt like I was watching a play when I was seeing his performance. Especially while seeing Samuel Jackson narrate over Kung Fu Kenny's performance. It low-key was given like Broadway. My only critique of the performance, okay, because I would give this performance like an 8 out of 10. I don't think it was a 10, but it definitely wasn't the worst performance ever. I think that he performed better than Rihanna. Rihanna had no guests. She was wobbling around and she was lip singing. Kendrick Lamar, you can tell his mic was on. Okay? People gotta understand, it is hard to rap and dance. That's why a lot of these male rappers don't do that, including Champagne Thickums. They hop around and they let the backtrack do its thing. Kendrick Lamar did not do that. He was rapping and singing because he was singing Luther with SZA. Okay? My critique, though, is that I felt like the song selection could have been better. I know he only had 13 minutes down. You know, Queen Bee only performed Cowboy Carter songs at her halftime performance, but I thought he was going to get like, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. I wanted that to be performed. I didn't think Squabble Up or Peekaboo needed to be performed. TV Off, yes. Not Like Us, yes. And I like how he talked about how he wants to perform this song, but people like to sue. I thought him throwing shade at Champagne Thickums was necessary because Champagne Thickums has been trying to pull strings behind the scenes to get Kung Fu Kenny to not perform Not Like Us at the Super Bowl, including suing. That's not the only thing he has been doing. And Kung Fu Kenny basically said F you to your face. And he said his name while performing Not Like Us. I enjoyed his performance. Was I gagging for every minute of it? No. But I didn't gag at Ree or Usher. I gagged at Queen Bee. No shade. I definitely gagged at Queen Bee. And y'all said, oh, I wasn't really impressed. So I know y'all gonna be hating on Kung Fu Kenny because y'all was hating on Queen Bee. Y'all was hating on Usher. So I know that y'all gonna be hating on Kung Fu Kenny. I would give him an 8 out of 10 because I didn't care for the song selection for his halftime performance. But he only had 13 minutes, so I understand. But I just felt like he could have performed more of his classics. Now, speaking of classics, Kung Fu Kenny's Be Don't Kill My Vibe has sold over 10 million units in the U.S. It's officially diamond. And Humble did 20 million units in the U.S. Goodness gracious. Y'all claim y'all wasn't streaming Kung Fu Kenny. How he do 20 million? The fuck is this? And then Not Like Us sold 7 million in the U.S. So congratulations to Kung Fu Kenny. Now, Musty Bieber, okay, who's allegedly on drugs, that's what the streets are saying. He posted a dog or a bird with an owl. A lot of people are speculating that he got a Champagne Thickums collaboration. He can keep it. No shade of Musty Bieber. Justin is not hot as he used to be, and I don't know if Champagne Thickums could save him. Okay? This is not 2009. I don't even understand why anybody would ask for a Champagne Thickums collaboration right now. No shade. I just don't understand why you want to do that right now. He just got called a pedo at the Super Bowl. Like, come on now. It's not the time for that. Now, moving on from that, Doja Cat deleted and tweeted that her new album will be called Vi, okay? Coming out soon. Let me know how y'all feel about that. I feel like when it comes to Doja Cat, she just needs to release a single and keep off of social media, in my opinion. Now, fans are calling out Scratch Off and Gorilla Glue, who are very close to Megan, hanging out with Sexyy Red. Reason being is because Sexyy Red, I believe she reposted Bigfoot when it came out last year, and was laughing at Nicki Minaj dissing Megan. A fan said, y'all want to talk about Cardi, but ain't ... never mind. Okay, because Cardi B betrayed Megan by putting out that trash collaboration with Pardison Fontaine, who cheated on Megan Thee Stallion. So let me know, who do you guys agree with? Do you feel like Scratch Off and Gorilla Glue are in the wrong for hanging out with Sexyy Red? I don't feel like they're in the wrong. Okay, they probably was listening to Bigfoot giggling, okay, in the closet, okay, in their apartments. Let's be very clear. I don't really believe that these hoes are friends. They're more opportunists. See, here's the thing. They have a common person they don't like, except for Sexyy Red. But Glorilla, Lotto, Cardi B, Megan, Flo Milli, they all don't like Nicki Minaj. So that's why they key. But they really don't fuck with each other like that. Let's be very clear. So I don't feel like them hanging out with Sexyy Red is wrong, because don't Scratch Off and Gorilla Glue got songs with Sexyy Red already. So, I mean, what's the big deal? This ain't high school. People don't have to have loyalty to Megan when she don't show loyalty to anybody at all. It don't matter if she's fucking you, if she's friends with you, if you work with her, she's not going to show you any loyalty. So y'all need to sit down. Now, the Terps as races got booed at the Chiefs game versus the Eagles. My Eagles won. A lot of people are talking about how the Terps as Racist lost Album of the Year to Queen Bee, which she definitely did not deserve. She lost all her awards, as she should. And then Travis Kelce lost his championship ring this year. And it was probably the worst year for his football season. But here's my thing. I don't think she necessarily deserved to get booed. But I know there's a lot of hecklers, when it comes to sports. But the also thing is, I think people are tired of, her winning and her not deserving a lot of her wins. Let's be very clear. Compared to Beyonce, Taylor is a mediocre artist. Let's be very clear. Let's keep it real. And why every time she get dragged, she always got to bring Ice Spice with her? Ice Spice is flopping right now. You got to come up with somebody else. Now, Kung Fu Kenny announced his European leg for the Grand National Tour. Let me know if y'all gonna be going. I'm definitely still going to see Kung Fu Kenny. This make me want to see him even more. He only performed for 13 minutes, okay? And so, with that being said, I think the show is like an hour and a half or 2 hours or something like that. So he will be performing way more songs on the tour. So let me know how y'all feel about it. I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. Have a great day.